So this morning I was making my tea as usual, and making a tea involves a process where you have to wait for the water to boil first, and then you add the tea in it, and then you wait for it to boil, and then you add milk, and if you take sugar, you add sugar as well. I don't really take sugar, so I skip that part, but you get the point. There are certain steps. There is a procedure. There is patience to make good tea. And yet you have to keep on the lookout that it does not, you know, it does not pour out of the pan and it does not get overcooked. Today, I forgot about my tea for about a minute and I left it on the stove and it just spilled out of the pot. It just spilled. The whole the whole thing that I was preparing for was gone. And I had to also deal with the consequences of me not paying attention to the process. I had to clean everything up, I had to do everything all over again. And that made me realize that making something is much more harder than destroying it. One momentary lapse of misjudgment can just ruin the whole thing. And then I realized it applies to other aspects of life as well. For example, when you make relationships, when you bond with other people, it takes time, it takes effort, and it takes a lot of trust to build that connection and grow into something meaningful. However, it only takes just one moment of minute lapse of misjudgment or wrongdoing to ruin the whole process, to ruin the whole relationship per se. For example, if your partner decides to cheat on you, whole relationship is gone, even if you were together for years or even decades in some examples. So yeah, one momentary lapse, one momentary action, one momentary lapse of misjudgment can just screw everything up, and the consequences that a person has to bear are insane. But if you compare that with destruction, it only takes a second. You can always, if you don't like this tea, you can just throw the cup away and destroy it forever. And while it may feel good for now, like for the moment, it might feel good as a catharsis. In the future, you will regret it because you lost your favorite cup of tea. And yeah, this is why it's very important that you focus on building rather than destroying things, that you don't let emotions get the best of you, that you don't let minute lapse of judgment take away most important things in your life. It just made me realize that this applies to so much in life. It applies to everything. Even if you follow football, you might have seen it's so hard to score a goal. It's so hard for the other team to try and score a goal, but it's so easy to prevent it. It's so easy to ruin a beautiful dribble by a tackle, by a rough tackle, and all of that creativity is just gone. Does not result in anything. Like, even if the destruction feels like it's gonna feel good in the short run, don't do it because in the long run it will have detrimental effects on you because it has a lot of consequences. You will feel guilt, you will feel like you're not good enough, and then you will feel overwhelmed by these minute mistakes that could have been easily avoided. Only if you keep your emotions in check and just see things from the third person perspective, you will realize that a lot of the things that you do, a lot of the things that are happening to you are a result of you not being careful of your emotions, of your values, of your judgment. This was just keeping me for up for hours. And yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna go to bed now. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.